Yes. Study the following case situations and express your opinion. This is chapter 3 case study. EVA Limited Company capital structure is made up of 1 lakh equity shares having face value of 10 each. Now, how many shares? 1 lakh equity shares. Face value 10 each. The company has offered to the public how many shares? 40,000 equity shares. And out of this, the public has subscribed 30,000 equity shares. State the following authorized capital, subscribed capital and issued capital. So what would be the subscribed capital? Please put up in the chat box if you know. What would be the subscribed capital? Yes, it would be the capital structure, total capital structure, that is 1 lakh into 10, that is 10 lakhs. So write the answer over here next to your textbook. You want to write, you write, or in a notebook you write. Authorized capital of EVA Limited is rupees 10 lakhs made of 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each as per the capital structure of the company. I will repeat, authorized capital of EVA Limited is rupees 10 lakhs made of 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each as per the capital structure of the company. Next question asked is, what is the subscribed capital? What is the subscribed capital? See here it is given, public has subscribed 30,000 equity shares. So subscribed capital will be 30,000 into 10, that is 3 lakhs. So write down the answer. Subscribed capital of the company is rupees 3 lakhs made of 30,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, bought or subscribed by the shareholders. Okay. Next, what is the issued capital? Issued capital is, see, company has offered, offered means issued. How much? 40,000 equity shares. So 40,000 equity shares is of how much? 10 each. So 40 into 10, it is 4 lakhs. So write down the answer. Issued capital of the company is 4 lakhs made of 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, so here our answers are: authorized capital 10 lakhs, subscribed capital 3 lakhs and issued capital 4 lakhs. I hope you got the amounts. Offered is issued, subscribed, the word is given, is 30,000 equity shares of 10 each, and total capital structure is of 1 lakh equity shares of 10 each, that comes to 10 lakhs. So this question is clearly done. Now moving on to the second question. Tri Limited Company is a newly incorporated public company and wants to raise capital by selling equity shares to the public. The board of directors are considering various options for this. Advise the board on the following matters. So what we are going to do? We are going to advise the board of directors. So what should the company offer? IPO or FPO? See, newly company. Yes, new company. So what it will give? It will give IPO. Yes. So the first answer is Tri Limited Company should offer IPO as initial public offer is the process of offering shares of a company to the public for first time. Okay. Next question. Can the company offer bonus shares to raise its capital? Now understand, it's a new company. Can a new company give bonus shares? No. because it has not made profit. It has not established itself. Yes, it is trying to raise capital for its starting. Hence, over here, the Astri Limited Company is a newly incorporated company and they do not have any shareholders. It cannot offer bonus shares to raise the capital, as bonus shares can be offered to existing shareholders and it can be offered only out of the profit or reserve fund which it has generated over a period of time. So can the company offer bonus shares to raise its capital? Answer is no. Company cannot give bonus shares. Okay. Now, next question. Can the company enter into underwriting agreement? Now, what is underwriting agreement? Underwriting agreement is done with underwriters in order to get the unsubscribed shares sold. Yes. So Tri Limited Company must enter into an underwriting agreement as they are newly incorporated and new entrant in the primary market, and thus they lack confidence of investors, and hence an underwriting agreement gives them a guarantee of minimum subscription. Since it's a very new company, they have not known to the investors. Yes, so underwriting agreement is a must for Tri Limited companies. So can the company enter into an underwriting agreement? Answer is yes. Okay. Now, third question. Silver Limited Company has recently come out with its public offer through FPO. See, understand FPO. If they are writing FPO, it means IPO is already done. Okay, this is FPO, means further public offer. Their issue was oversubscribed. Oversubscribed means many people have subscribed to the shares of the company. Now, the board of directors wants to start the allotment process. Okay, since it's an oversubscription, the board of directors, what they want? They want to do the allotment process. So please advise the board on. Now, should the company set up an allotment committee? Do you think the company should have an allotment committee? Please write in the chat box. Yes, they should, no? Because then only proper allotment can be done. So the answer for this is Silver Limited Company should immediately call the board meeting and appoint an allotment committee and give them power to decide the policy of allotment of shares. So allotment committee is a must required when there is over subscription of shares. Next question. How should the company inform the applicants to whom the company is allotting the shares? Now, what does the company do when company is allotting the shares? Yes, company sends a letter, no? Yes, what would you write? Yes, how should the company do? What should the company do? The company should instruct the secretary to send letter of allotment to the applicant to whom the shares are allotted and send letter of regret to those to whom the shares are not allotted. So here the company will send letter of allotment and letter of regret. Okay, so these two questions are done. Now next one. Within what period should the company issue share certificate? Yes, how many days? 60 days. Okay, so here Silver Limited Company must issue share certificates to the shareholders within 60 days of allotment of shares. Please remember, issue of share certificate, how many days? 60 days. Okay. Now, next, Red Tubes Limited has made a demand on its shareholders to pay the balance unpaid amount of rupees 20 per share, having a face value of rupees 100. So on 100, balance unpaid amount, that is how much? 20 rupees, which is held by them. The company has sent letters asking the shareholders to pay the money to its bankers within the specified time. So what company is doing? Asking the balance unpaid amount. From 100, it is asking 20 rupees per share. Now see the question. Are the shareholders liable to pay 20 rupees for the shares held by them? Yes, if they want the shares, then yes, they need to pay, no? So the answer here should be shareholders must pay as they are liable to pay the unpaid or balance money as and when demanded by the company. So yes, the shareholders are liable to pay. Next, name the letter sent by the company to its shareholders asking them to pay rupees 20. So what is the type of the letter that is sent over here? Yes, it is a part payment, na balance unpaid amount. So some amount is paid before. So here balance unpaid amount means we are calling for the money. So call letter. So the answer over here should be the letter sent by the company to its shareholders asking to pay rupees 20 is called as call letter. As call reminder. Okay, so call letter is sent. Before that, call reminder is also given. Now next, what happens if the shareholder fails to pay the money within the specified time? Now if the shareholder fails, then what will happen? If the shareholder fails to pay the call money within the specified time, his shares are liable to be forfeited and his name is cancelled or removed from the register of members. So if the money is not paid, if the shares are not fully paid, the money is not paid by the shareholder, then the shares can be forfeited and his name can be removed from the register of members. Now lastly, so here we have completed this case study. Now the last one, X owes 100 shares while Y owes 500 shares of Red Tubes Limited. The company has asked all its shareholders to pay the balance unpaid amount of rupees 20. X pays the full demanded amount by the company and Y, who is in bad financial position, is unable to pay any money. Can the company forfeit the shares of Y? See, Y is in bad financial position. Y is in bad financial position. So what will happen over here? Red Tubers Limited can forfeit shares of Y as he fails to pay the call money within the stipulated period. So if he does not pay the call money, then his shares can be forfeited. Now next, can the company forfeit the shares of X? Red Tubers Limited cannot forfeit the shares of X as he has paid rupees 20 which was demanded by the company. See, he has paid the full money. He has paid the full money. So he has paid the full money. So his shares cannot be forfeited. Now, can X transfer his shares? Now, can X transfer his shares? Yes. Why he can transfer? Because X can surely transfer his shares if he is willing 2, as his shares are now fully paid up and fully paid up shares can be easily transferable. Okay, so X has paid the full amount over here to the company and now his shares are fully paid up. Hence, his shares can be easily transferable. So here we complete with the case studies of chapter 3.